Hello, 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 hello everybody. This video is going to be a soft-spoken video, as you can probably hear. And I'm gonna be rambling about The Last of Us Season 2. Maybe even a little bit Season 1 and so on, but yeah, the focus being on Season 2. And this is a little late, this video, I'm so sorry about that, but I did not have the energy to make this earlier, so I'm sorry. But I know all of you who are The Last of Us fans, you will watch this. I know you, because I know myself, and I am a huge The Last of Us fan. But anyways, first I want to tell you that this video is containing spoilers from the series and also from the games. So if you don't want to hear those, please do not watch, because I actually wanted to make this video and I tried to write down notes how I would explain things or tell about things without spoiling anything from the games. Obviously I would be talking about the whole TV series, but about the games, but I could not do that. So this is gonna be full of spoilers to people who haven't played the games or haven't watched the series, especially for the people who haven't watched the series, so be aware of that. And second thing that I want to say right from the start is that I have a lot of problems with the second season, but none of those problems are because of acting. I loved all the actors. I thought that they did a brilliant job, and especially I do not blame Bella Ramsey of any of this. I think the people who do that are insane, because the acting was not a problem. That was not the problem, and I will come back to that. But the problem was the writing, the way it was written. No. And I have, in fact, written something down, believe it or not, and these are not in any specific good order, so this might jump a little here and there, or so I'm sorry about that, but let's see how it goes. But first of all, I have two main reasons that I think affected the series the most in like such a huge scale, and those two things were changed from the games, and I did not like them. Like, I feel like all the little stuff, all of them that I had a problem with, go under these two main things that they effed up majorly, in my opinion. I'm so sorry. I love Neil Druckmann. I don't understand why. I do not understand why. Like, how? Why? How? But okay, let's go to those reasons. So the first reason or thing, or I don't know what I'm saying. First thing is that they changed Ellie's character. She's not the same as in the games. She's not Ellie. She's not Ellie. My cat's name is Ellie, and she will probably be here soon because I keep saying Ellie. But yeah, her personality is not Ellie. Like, there's like little things, like, yeah, they're both hotheads, Yeah, Ellie in the games is also a hothead, but the main thing, she is not dumb. The game Ellie is very smart, very capable, very, like, can do stuff. Like, yeah, she's a hothead, but not dumb. And the series Ellie, I feel like it was a child who, like, I feel like the series Ellie had I don't know if this is the correct term to use in this situation, but I feel like she had like a main character syndrome. I think this means what I think it means, but like she's the main character, so she can just go, and somebody will save her, you know, like she won't die because somebody will save her. And partially I think that's because she's immune, so it's written in the character also itself that she is like, okay, but I'm immune, so I cannot die, which is ridiculous because especially in season 2, it's like, yeah, there are infected, but the main threat is the people. So whatever, you can get shot, you can get knifed, you can get whatever. So it's why in the name of The Last of Us Part 2 did they make Ellie so good dumb? Like, I love Ellie in the games. I love Ellie. I love her personality. I love the character. But at the end of season 2, I hated Ellie. And you know, if the next season we are not gonna see Ellie at all, if it's truly gonna be only Abby's perspective, maybe in the end we will see Ellie a little, but I honestly do not mind, because I don't want to see. I got so up here with Ellie's shit in season 2 that if I was with her, I would be like, dude, grow up. And that is not Bella Ramsey's fault, that is the writing. Because finally, when we got to, I don't remember which episode it was, 4 or 5, I think it was 5th episode, in the end, where we go and kill Nora. Ellie goes and kills Nora in the crates, in the views, in the crates, talks nicely to Nora. I loved how Bella Ramsey acted. Like, that was finally, I felt like, okay, here's the Ellie I know. Here's the Ellie I know. It was a little glimpse of like, yeah, this is how you should be. Like, obviously not so, she shouldn't be like vengeful like 24/7, but in the game it follows you whatever you do, and because of the flashbacks come in the game, like part here, part there, the memory of Joel walks with you. So the game reminds you of this thing, that we are here because of this. We are here to do one thing and one thing only. And in the series, it was like, I don't know why. Why would they kill Ellie's character like that? I don't see them covering from that in any way. And it's weird because now I'm actually thinking that, okay, I'm excited about Abby's part, because in the games I do not like Abby. I understand the thing, what they did and what and blah 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 blah, but even so, I do not like Abby. I don't like her, and that's just my opinion. And my wrist's opinion, apparently. Wrists. But now I'm actually excited about Abby's part. At the same time as I'm excited, I would also be super annoyed if they make Abby's part better than Ellie's part. Because that's not fair. You know? So I have mixed feelings about that. Because if Abby's character is the same as in the games, I will not like her because I don't like her personality. I don't like her. I think I very much agree with Mel in the games. And I know Ellie also does selfish things and wrong choices. But I have not grown to love Abby at all. I like playing as her because she has good, cool parts to play and cool like fighting bits and parts. But I do not like the character at all. She's not likable to me, at least. So I have mixed feelings about that. But yeah. So that is the first reason why I think they effed up this season majorly. And the second reason is that they told basically everything right from the start. The first scene we see is Abby's crew. Okay, we don't know their names. Well, I guess we hear some of their names, maybe. But anyways, that's not important. The most important thing is that they are, first of all, fireflies. We do not know that in the games until halfway through. Like, for me at least, and I think this goes with a lot of people, when I played the game, I was obviously mad that they killed Joel, and I was seeking revenge. I was with Ellie. Like, I will kill these MF thing. I try not to curse too much. I will kill these. I want to kill them. And also, at the same time, I had all of these questions, like, who were they? They were definitely targeting Joel. Why did they do that? So who were they? Who were they again? And why? And why is this Abby character so much more into revenge than the other ones? And etc., etc. So many questions. Those were the big ones, but also there was more little questions coming up as I played. And yeah, right from the start we know they are fireflies. Right from the start we know Abby is trying or searching for Joel to kill him. Right from the start we know that Abby especially lost somebody that was near and dear to her, like more than the other ones, because she goes specifically to this one grave. Okay, we don't know that it was Abby's father specifically, and we don't know that it was the doctor, and that was the only doctor who could make the cure, blah, blah, blah. But those are so secondary things. Like, we already know that, okay, it was somebody near to Abby. It was somebody important to Abby, whether it was her mom, her dad, her brother, her sister, her child, her dog, I don't know. Somebody so much closer to her. So it doesn't really matter who she was, at least to me, in a point of the story. And like that, I think I heard somewhere that the reason they did that was to like in the games, Laura Bailey, who plays Abby, got so much shit because people hated her because she did her job and played Abby's character, And I think those people are a little delulu, not even little, quite a lot delulus. So I think they try to prevent that from happening to the Abby's actor who plays Abby in the series. I do not remember her name. I think it was Caitlin something, but I'm not sure. Anyways, and I can understand that. I can understand that, like, completely, yes. But also at the same time, doing so, like telling such a big secret from the story right in the beginning, it affects the rest of the story so much. Like so much. It's like a butterfly effect. Like everything changes because of that. And also those delulus who send death threats to actors for playing a part, I don't think that matters to them. They are still delulus, so they are gonna do the stupid stuff they do anyways, whether they knew that this was Abby's reason or whatever, you know, you understand. I hope you understand. So, so yeah, those are the two big things that I did, that I think they I don't know what they were thinking, honestly. And then there's a bunch of little things that are weird just by themselves, or they are like an effect of these two things. I don't know why I keep saying them, calling them reasons. They are kind of reasons, but I don't know. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna have to look at my notes now. Yeah, so we did not see the vengeful Ellie, only when she was with Nora. That was the only time. Only time. Not even in episode 3, I did not see vengeful Ellie. Like, I was so excited about that episode, but that episode was so boring. I was so bored. I was literally bored. Okay, I have not watched that episode more than once. I think that's a vacuum. Okay. I was meaning to watch the whole series, like as a whole, as maybe even in one sitting, but I haven't done that yet. I believe maybe I would like it more now that I know how it starts and how it ends. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, the third episode was so boring to me, and Ellie was acting such a like a little child, like, if it was Joel, he would be halfway the world already, blah 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 blah. Like, it's just no, like, nah. That it didn't feel like the correct spot, or the conversation wasn't heated enough, or like when Ellie woke up in the hospital, she was screaming. She obviously had like a panic attack right from she woke up, which is, yes, that's how Ellie in the games is. She got trauma from that night. She is having PTSD about that. She's carrying with her the whole game, and it's shown. You can feel it, you can hear it, you can see it, but that's basically the only time that we saw that, okay, it affected her in some way or something. And then, like, when she's walking from the hospital in the corridor, when she's released, I was so waiting that her face would change, like, to rage and focus, and that vengeful, I say that weirdly, vengeful, okay, maybe that's better. I was waiting that, but it didn't change at all, at least to me. It was like, and yeah, she had a focus where she was going after that, sure. there was no rage. There was no vengefulness in there. I did not see it anywhere else but when Ellie was against Nora in the hospital. And that was good. That's why I don't blame the actress. Because I think I believed her in that scene. She was vengeful, she was angry, she was full of rage. She wanted to, she was going to do whatever she can or whatever is necessary to get information about Abby. So that's why I definitely do not think that it was Bella Ramsey's fault. It was the writing all along. And like the first 2 episodes I liked. I think the second episode is still my favorite episode. And I was stressing so much about that particular thing, killing Joe, like how they are going to execute that, because obviously in the games it's so bad in a good way, You feel betrayed, you feel lost, you feel sadness, you feel rage, you feel so much, and also you're kind of numb at the same time because you don't know what to do or what just happened, blah, blah, blah. And I think I was satisfied how they did it in the series. And after that, I was like, okay, now I can relax. Now I can just relax and enjoy the rest of the season because I don't have to stress about this scene anymore. And yeah, it was the most important scene there is, or the most important episode there was. But it feels like they just, okay, the job is done. From now on, let's have the job that we normally do, The rest of the episodes, yeah, there were good parts in them. But the main thing, Ellie's character and knowing already way too much affected the rest of the series so much that it didn't have that The Last of Us Part 2 feeling, not at all. And the fact that, I don't remember which episode it was, but when Dina tells Ellie the story about her mom and sister, and basically Ellie should be more mad, Dina is more mad than Ellie. That was yeah, exactly. But why didn't they make her seem more mad? Not even seem more mad. Why didn't they make her be more mad? When Ellie, actually there's one more scene that I actually felt that the series Ellie was more like the games Ellie. The second thing, that scene was when the series Ellie was playing the guitar at the theater by herself. And the first time she played the Future Days, the first part of the Future Days. And then she stops and the music is how it is. It's I don't know how to describe it, but that was good. But there should have been more of that. More of that. You don't even have to verbally make her sound revengeful or at rage or scary or anything. You can just do those little things, little nuances that you make it feel like that, because that's what they did in the game also. And those things made it so effing good. And then there's all these other things I'm glad. I'm glad that Shimmer is alive. I don't mind. I mean, I actually like it more than that she's alive. But the fact that Ellie and Dina kind of forgot about her, is weird. Like, yeah, Shimmer is still there. What about the horse? Like, what? And there's a lot of those kind of things. Like, when Seth gives Ellie the gun, the better gun, that she never uses. She never uses. And the first scene we see Ellie in episode 1, when she's fighting that much bigger guy, I was so excited when I saw that, because I was like, yes, this is a promise. This is a promise that this season is gonna be physical. It's gonna have a lot of fighting. It's gonna have a lot of cool scenes, cool fighting scenes, and so on and so forth. But that was it. That was it. So why? What was it for? Because it didn't do anything to the rest of the series. What else? I also don't like how they okay, this is actually because of what they did to Ellie's character in the series, but I don't like how it affected Jesse's character also. In the series, yes, I like that Jesse is mad at Ellie. Not about everything. Like, see, he was still a little too mad, or put too much at, like, on Abby, on Ellie. Like everything is her fault. Not everything is her fault. Like she coming to Seattle, killing Abby, like avenging Joel. Like, what did they think? They didn't think. Did they actually think that the voting is gonna stop Ellie from going? Like, they are not that dumb. So that was a little like, no, yeah, I'm mad at you because you came here even though we voted that we wouldn't. Like, dude. What? Huh? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And the fact that he is so mad at Ellie about every single forking thing, it makes sense in the series because Ellie is a forking baby and annoying as fork. But didn't have to be that way? No, it didn't. I loved Jesse in the games. I also liked Jesse in the series. But yeah, like, as we were going towards the end of the series, he also became a little annoying to me. But I understand it was because of Ellie's character changes. Like, it's because of that. So if they just would have made Ellie as she is in the games, this wouldn't have happened. So I had another thing about Jesse. Like, in the game, Jesse and Ellie are working together, and they're both badass, and they are working together. But in the series, it's basically that Jesse is Ellie's babysitter. Shitter. Why did I say it like that? Jesse is Ellie's babysitter, and Ellie is doing the dumbest things that you can imagine. And Jesse is so fed up with that. And I can understand that. Like, I understand it completely because I would be fed up with that. And I don't understand in the series how Dina is not fed up with that. How Tommy is not fed up with that. Like, because, yeah, that series Ellie is not game Ellie. Those are not same personalities. And that would be fine if they changed that, if Ellie wasn't the main character. but she is. So she kind of has to be how she is in the source material, you know? Well, not necessarily, but if you wanna, if the game story is like so good, you win Game of the Year, you get, okay, they probably got a lot of bad reviews too, but I can understand why. But also the story is so beautiful. It's so effing beautiful, and it's full of sadness, and it's full of rage and all the bad things that humans can do and feel. But by changing Ellie like that, first of all, it feels like Dina was the main character and Abby is the good guy. At least for now. Like, we don't know how it ends up, but I'm like, please just kill this Ellie. I don't care about her at all. And that's my honest opinion. Like, I know they won't, but it's like, I do not care to see Ellie anymore, because I know everything that comes from her mouth or what she does is going to be dumb. Or if they change it, like all of a sudden, that's also weird. Like, why is she so smart now? How can she fight now? How can she do, like, think of a plan or like tactical things all of a sudden and blah 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 blah. I don't know. I was, after every episode, I was like, okay, let's see how it goes. Let's see. They have a plan. I trust them. They have a plan. Let's see how it goes. But at the end of the last episode, I was like, no, no, this is not good. This is not good. And talking about the last episode, I had quite a few things that I was like, what? And the most what moment was when Ellie got flipped off with the boat, and she ends up at the Seraphites Island. I mean, I know it's quite close, but it's not that close. I mean, I don't have the correct, like, kilometers or miles how far or near everything is, but at least from the game, I always thought that it is a little, you know, you have to have a boat to go there. It is not like you can swim there, or like, it's not near. It's not that near that if you're going from the same shore to same shore with a boat, and your boat gets flipped, and you end up far away, like far away. At least that was in my head. Like, that would be when she landed on Seraphites Island. I literally yelled at my TV, like, how the heck did she end up there? How? How in the name of, I don't even know. How did you F up? Like, where were you going? The aquarium and the Seraphite Island are not in the same direction, not even near to each other's, in my understanding. So, and also the fact that she went there, they got her, they were going to kill her, then they didn't kill her, and then she just walks back to the shore, and luckily there's a boat, and then she just continues. What was the reason of this scene? What in the name of the Last of Us God was the reason of this scene. And yes, I have heard so many people talking about this scene also, like, F what? That felt dumb as it still feels, will always feel. And my cat is snoring, if you can hear that. Yeah, I can't. And the scene where Ellie is killing Owen and then accidentally Mel, first of all, where I have the problem is that Ellie is coming there, like shaking, holding the gun, like, Musabi. Like, okay, yeah, she's been outside, she's been in the ocean, blah, 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 she's probably cold, but in that scenario, some adrenaline would be flowing in your... I mean, I'm not talking about, like, what would really happen. I'm just saying that looked so bad. And it looked like a little kid came there with adults. And they would just, her off the aquarium and that's it. And the way that it all happened, I think the actress who plays Mel did a brilliant job. She was so good with little scene she had. She sold it so well, and it was dramatic, and I cried, yes. The scene was good. That part of the scene, I don't understand why Owen was so bad. Like, it happened a little too easily, But the part with Mel, the scene was good. The acting was good. Everything was good. But I don't think, like, it was correct. I don't think it was the right fit for this part of the series. Like that was a good scene, but maybe in another movie, in another series, in another place. Like, I don't think we ever, in series, the viewer does not know that Mel is pregnant, as we know in the game. We know from the first time we play as Abby, Owen tells that Mel is pregnant, and it's Owen's, by the way. I don't think in the series we know that. We don't know Mel is pregnant or that Owen is the father. Well, and if we don't, maybe we don't know who is the father actually. Well, I mean, they can change still anything with that. But the way that it was, released that she's pregnant was like, I don't know, it rubbed me the wrong way. I mean, I enjoyed that scene, but it didn't fit. It was wrong choice for that scene, I like in the game how Mel is going to give up Abby because she thinks, well, she doesn't like her, first of all, but she also thinks that she's dead, so it doesn't matter. And Owen doesn't. She wants to not give Abby up, and then Owen acts. And then when Owen dies, he's not dead yet, but when Ellie shoots at Owen, and then Mel comes after Ellie because of that, because obviously Mel loves Owen because they have a baby together, they're going to have a baby together. And then how Ellie discovers that Mel was pregnant after she killed her, and then she also has that panic attack and is about to shoot Tommy when he runs in. It's just so much, it's just so much fuller scene in that part of the story. Like, again, I enjoyed, it's a weird thing to say, but But I enjoyed the scene in the series, but it was not the right fit for the series in that moment. In my opinion. Again, this is all just my opinion. My opinion. Okay, let's see my notes. Yeah. They also showed a lot of Isaac. Like, I understand that there should have been a little Isaac, but there was a lot more than I thought in the last episode especially. And I don't know why. Basically, like also when Ellie is going to the aquarium, and she sees the boats, and also Isaac is there. I think that was enough for the viewer to understand that they are attacking the Seraphites, because I thought that I think that they made Ellie flushing up, going to accidentally Seraphite's island was supposed to tell the viewer that the wolves are attacking the Seraphite's island. But that was, I'm pretty sure the viewer already figured that out. Like, where else would they be attacking? Like, yeah. But a lot of Isaac. I loved the introducing scene with Isaac, by the way. It was so good, and I was so excited after that part of the 4th episode, I think, maybe. But then there was so much, anyway, with the wolves that we don't really know when they happened, those scenes, like the woman leader, that name I do not remember. Haren Malaha. I don't remember. But anyway, the woman that welcomes Isaac to the rebels, to the wolves. I have my theories that maybe she is I think that those scenes we saw her in, like with the door, with the elevator, that there was the spores, and she told them to, well, she didn't tell them to barricade it, but anyway, she was there in the scene. I think those are really old, like those happened way back, and maybe she turned against Isaac and became the Seraphites' prophet or whatever. I think I have a theory of that. I have never been right with my theories, but I have a feeling, and that's one of the reasons I'm really excited about Abby's part of the story. Again, that wasn't in the games, and that's what it's supposed to do. Like, if you adapt some media to another media, if that makes sense, you should add. Don't take out the things that already work. And I hoped, even before the series started, I hoped that they would do or explain more about the wolves and the Seraphites. Like, I'm really interested about that. So yeah, but I think she has something to do with that, with the Seraphites, because she wasn't shown in the present time with Isaac, in the parts that were definitely present, like in the boats going to the Seraphite island or something. Well, she might have been there and we just didn't see her, but yeah, I don't know. But anyways, there was a lot of Isaac, like more than, because people who don't know the story, people who haven't played the game, they don't care about Isaac, I would say. Like, they don't care. Well, I don't care about Isaac as a player, but like, I wish I could watch the series without knowing the story, but I obviously can't. But if I could at all put myself in a viewer's shoes that do not know the story, I would be pretty all over the place. Like, I wouldn't understand most of the stuff that is going on. Like, why we are here. What does this mean? Okay, obviously there's a lot of those things that are meant to be like questions. And why you will find out when you keep watching, you know. You will find out in Abby's journey and la da 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 da. But then again, because they told all the questions already have answered, are already answered about Abby and Ellie. Like, why Abby killed Joel? Why was she so mad? Why was she more mad than the others? Why did they hunt him down after 5 years or 4 years? Who were they? We already know those things. So why would a viewer who hasn't played the game, why would they be interested in Abby's story? Because essentially Abby is the bad guy still. You know, because you don't know her. You don't know her. You don't know anything about her but that she killed Joel. I'm always thinking about Pedro, but no, she killed Joel. So I wasn't rooting for Abby when I switched to play as her. I'm still not rooting for Abby, as I told you guys. I don't like her personality. I don't like her. But I understand that they tried. Like, they are telling those two different stories, different perspectives, and that everybody can be a bad guy. Everybody can be a bad guy. Everybody can be a good guy. Like, it just depends with whose eyes are you watching it, or blah blah blah, you know. So it's weird. It's so weird, and it's so dumb. Like, I hate to say all of these things because I obviously love the games, I love the stories, and I did not like this. Like, first season was okay. I had no complaints, actually. I don't think that I had much of any. First season also felt rushed, but I knew that already because in the games you have so much shooting scenes, you have fighting scenes. Obviously they are not gonna put that many in the series, so that's why it's always going to be feeling rushed, as did the second season. But that's not like even near the problem. That's not even a problem with the second season. The second season had so many profound problems that it doesn't even come on surface when I think about the second season's problems. And also when we see Abby in the last episode, and it says very clearly, and is like introduced with this loud music when it's come to the screen that it's the first day. So it's like emphasized a lot so that the viewer would understand that it's the first day. So we are going back in time. So basically the whole third season, maybe, we don't know yet, but Abby's story is gonna be a flashback, basically, you know, in a sense. But I have heard so many people saying online that they did not understand that, because in the game it's very specifically day 1, day 2, day 3. So that makes sense. Then we go back to Abby, day 1, day 2, day 3. But in the series, only the 4th episode was named date 1. And then it was something else, I don't remember. And it would have been kind of boring if they went like that, if it was, or at least that's what I thought back then. I thought that I hope they don't do that it's gonna be day 1, day 2, day 3. But now, when they emphasized that at the end of the series, at the end of the last episode, I feel like they should have done that, because now people are confused. Like, what first day of like, I have heard people writing or said in previews or whatever online, like they thought that it's like the first day when Abby was still in Salt Lake City, or like first day when she came to Seattle, or like what? They did not make that connection. Maybe some people did. I'm sure some people did. But yeah, it was a little like, it would be so much better if they clearly would have put if they clearly would have put day 1, day 2, day 3, and then it's again day 1, day 2, day 3. Let's see if I have something that I haven't said yet. Oh, I forgot to say about Dina. Like, actually the change that I liked, that I enjoyed a lot, was the fact that Dina was so much closer with Joel than in the games, that at least what we know of. I liked that a lot, because immediately I thought that, okay, that's great, because Dina is going to be so much more invested in the hunt of Abby, and she's going to be more angry and da-da-da-da. And then when she gives that speech to Ellie, that, hey, you should be a little more angry, you know, basically. And she's very angry, and she's going to do whatever it takes. I think she even says, yeah, she does say something like, no matter what Joel did, he didn't deserve to die like that, or essentially something like that, dead, something like that. And then when Ellie tells her the reason why they killed Joel, which is also, I don't agree her telling her that. Like, why did she tell? That was weird and stupid, I feel like. But anyways, if we just concentrate about Dina, when she hears that, she's immediately like, oh, we should go home. We are the bad guys here. We should go home. Which is also a very bad writing, in my opinion, because if I was living in the world like that, and that would happen, I would obviously be thinking, like, who were the killers? Because in the series, they don't know that. They don't know that. Only the viewers know. But they don't know. Which is also weird that Dina didn't question it once in the series. Because she didn't know it. Only we knew. Only we knew. So that was like an elephant in the room that was never questioned. I remember that was so weird in episode 3. Nobody's questioning anything. Nobody's asking who they were. Nobody's asking why they did that. Nobody's raising any eyebrows. They're just, let's going to have this vote about it, and that's it. But yeah, back to my scenario. If I was there, I would at least assume that, okay, because Joel was definitely targeted, he was most definitely targeted. So something must have happened in Joel's past. He must have done something bad. Okay, I don't know what, but I would assume, because the way of Abby was acting, that it was something very important to her. Joel probably killed somebody that was important to her. Like, I would put those puzzle pieces together. Like, yeah, I wouldn't know specifically who and what happened, when it happened. But Abby didn't do that just because they ran into Dina and Joel and just decided to go crazy on Joel. So that was like dumb again, stupid, weird. Why? Like you don't have the right to act like that when you just were like, no matter Joel did. I mean, of course you can be shocked and you can be like, oh my. Oh my. But not like that. You don't have the right to just be like, oh yeah, we're the bad guys, we should go home. No. And also in that same scene, when Ellie's telling her, and she's like saying that it was so easy to just keep hitting Nora, and that at the same time she's saying that she didn't deserve it, or maybe she did deserve it, and then she tells Dina why she thinks that Nora didn't deserve it, but yet she did it. And she's crying about something that I don't quite understand. Is she crying because... I have no problem with crying, by the way. Crying is good. That's not the point. But she's obviously feeling something she's regretting. Is she regretting that she did that to Nora? Or is she afraid of herself because it was so easy for her to do? Whichever it was still weird that she told all of that to Dina. Like, again, it was kind of all over the place, and I didn't understand what was the reason behind that. What did Ellie seek from that? What was the reason to tell Dina? I don't understand. And also, Dina just saw through Ellie's perfectly clean shirt that she has all these scratches there. Like, again, if you compare it to the game, Ellie looks beaten up. She's covered with blood. You can see that she has a lot of bruises, and you know it because you have been through so much, especially during day 2, because Ellie was all alone most of the time. She wasn't in the series. So how did she know that she has these scratches below the shirt? And also, where did they come from? Because nothing has really happened. Or oh. Okay, moving on. If I still have something. I have a big list here though. Well, this is a smaller one, but I have written it down, so I'm gonna say it. In the game, when you play as Ellie, you hear bits and pieces here and there. You hear something in the radio, you hear the Seraphites talking, you hear the wolves talking, and you question those talks, like they are saying something that Dina and Ellie are both like, I wonder what that is. What is it about? Why are they like when they arrive to Seattle, there's nobody at the gates, and they are wondering out loud that where is everybody? Why isn't there anybody here? And then when you're playing as Abby, you find out. Like, they were so clear, and like it wasn't just for the player to notice them. They were actually talking about them, and obviously there's smaller things and there's very clear things throughout the game. But in the series there were, because I knew to listen to all the little radio calls, like for example in the last episode when when Dina and Jesse, Dina and Jesse are in the theater, and Jesse's taking the arrow out of Dina's leg. There is a little chit-chat in the radio, and if you don't pay attention, you don't know this anything. But because I know to pay attention, I paid attention, and I caught what they were saying, and and obviously, especially in the last episode, there is so much little things that you know are going to be in Abby's journey, like the grain and I believe when Ellie and Jesse see this Seraphite boy being chased by wolves, and they caught him, and one of the wolves is, I don't remember his name, but he was with Isaac when he first turned to wolves, when he killed all those soldiers in the inside of the van. He was there. So I think that scene is gonna come back in Abby's journey, definitely, because otherwise that's like, what was the point of that? And that's how that actually should be like that. That's exactly how it should feel for the viewer. And then they will find out, but it's not exactly a huge thing. Like it's a nice touch, but it's not like, I've been wondering that all season 2 and now I got the answer, you know. So, I guess that was it. I have written down some things that I actually liked about the season. I already told you about the Joel and Dina relationship. I liked that. I definitely liked Gail. She was amazing, so funny, so good. Perfect addition to the story. Seth. Yeah, I actually liked Seth for being more in the series than in the game. And also I like those, I don't know what do you call those, but the start, I think all the starts of the episodes before they roll the opening song and thing, I like those a lot. Like, for example, the introducing Isaac and Joel's father. It didn't have that much of necessity. Is that a word? But I still liked it. It was an addition. We never heard anything about Joel's father or Tommy's father in the games, at least I don't think so. So I like those, but that's pretty much it, I think. But yeah, most of the things that I didn't like are because of those two main reasons. Ellie being completely different personality is not the same as Ellie in the game. And I keep thinking in the game when Ellie is going to the hospital and she sees the girl who is playing with some game like this. And she is Abby's friend, but she's not one of who came to Jackson. And Ellie comes behind her and, puts knife on her throat and asks about Nora. And she tells her, but then tries to attack Ellie, and Ellie kills her with ease because she did a dumb thing. Ellie even says in the game that was dumb. And I just keep thinking of that. Like Ellie kills so easily, which is obviously not a good thing, but she kills so easily in the game because she's done that a lot. She's practiced, she's good at it. She doesn't care she's like, she will do anything to get to Nora at that point. Can you see the series Ellie doing the same thing? Like, not even close. The series Ellie, if she did that, she would barely even succeed, first of all, because she was not a good fighter. She is not a good fighter. And then she would probably cry about it, then and there, because she killed somebody. And again, I have nothing against crying. Crying is good, and that's very much more a human reaction than in the game Ellie, what the game Ellie is doing. But it's a series. It's TV. It's not supposed to be too realistic. I don't know. Like, it's just, we need cool scenes. We need cool characters. We need cool fighting scenes. We need that a little not human, like, how would I say it? Like, not like, I don't know. We need cool. We want cool. Cool. Okay, I think that's it that I have written down, and some more actually that I have been thinking about. I still will watch the series again because I want to kind of get it as a whole. I doubt that it will. I mean, I know that it won't change my opinion because Ellie's character is still what Ellie's character is in the series, and they still tell all of those main big secrets right from the start, so those won't change. I probably will like episode 3 more when I watch it again, I would assume, maybe. But other than that, I don't think that it will change much. And I hope the season 3 is coming soon, because the way they did this, the way they ended, if they wait 2-3 years, nobody's gonna watch it. I mean, I will, because I'm curious and I played the games. But the viewers that have not played the games, I don't think so. Not many enough, at least. So they really shot themselves in the foot with this, I think. Yeah, this is a long video, so I assumed this is going to be long, so I did not try to make it any shorter. And I just wanted to ramble about this, so if you listened to the whole thing, thank you so much. And please, I would love to know your opinions. Did you think the same? Did you agree? Did you disagree? What things specifically? Do you have any theories for season 3? Do you think that the woman with the wolves is something to do with the Seraphites, prophets? Prophet? Oh my God. Because I have a hunch. Because there was always a little weird aura there. And because they didn't show her in the present time with Isaac, which we knew what was present because Ellie was there with Isaac in the boat and blah, 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 blah. Please tell me, I would love to know, seriously, if about anything, I would love to know about this. I've been eating all the reviews and all the podcasts and everything about this because I just want to know what people think about this, and I love to speculate and yeah, so on. But I'm gonna stop here because this is over an hour and yeah, I'm hungry, so I need to go eat food, real food, not The Last of Us video and podcast food, but real food. So thank you so much. I hope to see you again. I hope to hear from you in the comment section. And yeah, that's it.